Very good morning, all of you. Uh, Today, I want to discuss with you what are the functions of international financial management. Before going to discuss detail about international financial management functions, I want to recap once again what last period we have studied. In last period, we have studied who is global financial manager and what are the obligations of the global financial manager. The global financial manager is one who is liable to carry out uh, the financial related job in the area of international business is said to be called as the global financial manager. The global financial manager required to discharge many obligations relating to international business or multinational business. He should ensure appropriate financial planning and should ensure proper financial decisions, investment decisions, and he should ensure proper utilizations of fund. And also he should ensure the what objective actually the behind to establish the particular economic activities that should be achieved by the or that should be ensured by the international financial manager. So international financial manager is plays a very dominant role in any international business, since he is the person who assists to international business to carry out all the financial activities properly, systematically, and effectively. So these are the things we have discussed in last period. Today, I want to discuss with you the what are the functions the international financial management required to perform in order to carry out the different activities of international business. The international financial management required to perform functions uh, investment acquisitions of fund, investment of fund, financing decision, utilizations of fund, risk management, dividend decisions, working capital management, and some other functions also required to perform by international financial management. Already we have discussed a little bit about the what job actually the international financial management required to do in international business while discussing introductory chapter of international financial management. Now I want to discuss detail about functions of international financial management. The first functions of international financial management is acquisitions of fund. I think all of you might be aware the fund is now very essential, and many writers who find that the money is uh, blood of business. I mean, how does blood is essential to human being like that? Money is essential to business activities. Whatever the moment taking place in business, as far as business activities are concerned, purely based on the money or purely based on the funds of the organization. So, I mean, organization has to do many things during course of business. In order to do that things, the organization require the adequate the fund. I don't want to discuss again detail, but I wanted to restrict my explanation in brief. I mean, I want to discuss in brief. So, acquisitions of fund nothing but what to acquire the required fund uh, to international business activity from different sources. Generally, the international business organization raising fund from by issuing shares, uh, debentures, bonds, loans from financial institutions or banks, and also the international business organization have opportunity to raise the finance from within the country and beyond the national boundary, since international business deals with different the countries, because every country having own the environment as far as the financial the pairs are concerned. I mean, every country having own environment as far as finance are concerned. From that also, the international business can raise the finance, and that finance should be raised for short-term purposes and long-term purposes. Uh, Generally, the business now has to do many things in short period as well as long period. So for that, the organization should raise the finance effectively. Then only there is a chance to meet the long-term obligation and short-term obligation. And next is investment function now. Investment function is one of the most important function of international financial management. Investment function refers, it is a systematic process of investing money in fixed asset. In other words, it is a capital budgeting decision, and it involves decision of allocations of the capital now. I think all of you might be aware, investment is very essential as far as to carry out the different activities of organization now. Suppose organization has not invest in money in land and building properly, is it possible to undertake the entrepreneurial activity or business activities or international business activities? That is not possible. Every business require land is required, labor is required, machine is required, and some other supporting things also very essential. In order to carry out predetermined objectives of international business, the international business required to invest money appropriately, properly, and systematically. Otherwise, organization not able to meet the what objective actually behind to establish the particular enterprise or particular activities. And an investment in other words, an investment in asset or item acquired with the goal of generation uh, of income or appreciation of income of organization. Generally, the investment to be taken place in any organization, maybe domestic organization or international business organization, to added something to the existing income or added something to the existing profit, or to make the profit, So investment, the function is very important function. Therefore, international financial management authorities should take proper investment decision. Suppose fail to take right decision about investment in fixed asset, that also leads to imbalance as far as to make the profit are concerned. Excess investment also not correct, because whatever the organization wants to do or in any business activity should do rationally. Then only the rational outcomes are. However, there are different factors should be kept in mind by the business organization as far as to take investment decisions are concerned, like evaluations of profitable investment. Through this, the business organization able to know exactly which project is more profitable and how much it is maybe a helping organization to earn the profit, and selections of uh, cut-off rate of return, and evaluations of both rate of return and risk factor. This is also essential. Whatever your investment you take, there is a risk. Whatever business you take, a lot of risks are there. So calculations of risk also essential while investing the money, and consider feasible investment. I mean, should select best investment that help the organization to make the profit. And next is financing decision. Financing decision is also essential since the owner of the organization expecting high rate of return on investment. Above all, they are the owner, they are the risk taker. The basic obligations of organization is to ensure and some rate of return on investment of the owner. In order to ensure this, no, the organization has to take wise decision as far as financial affairs are concerned. Financing decision, nothing but a combination of debt and equity is known as finance decision. So the proper the combinations of debt and equity is essential. Whenever organization invest whose money in equity, that is also not correct. Whenever organization invest use money in debt, that is also not correct. But generally, the organization making that more profit, the owner viewpoint, because of what? Because of the organization giving fixed rate of return to debenture holders, even that rate is less than the expected rate of return of the owners. So whenever organization earn more profit uh, as compared to the what the interest giving to the debenture holders, no, that is available to the owner of the company or owner of the organization. So that is called as trading on equity. So generally, the organization thinking to get advantages by using the debt capital. Uh, Therefore, the International Financial Management Authority should ensure appropriate the financial decisions. And while taking the financial decisions, the International Financial Management Authority required to consider different factors and also should take proper precaution uh, as far as taking the decision relating to debt and the debt and equity makes are concerned. Otherwise, the organization is failed. Suppose organization failed to meet the requirement of the owner by taking a wrong decision as far as finance are concerned. This is not helping the organization to continue in a particular line of business. And next is utilizations of fund. Utilizations of the fund. Uh, the another important uh, function of international financial management is proper utilizations of fund. This is a very essential since business aim is to make the profit. The profit only earned by the business organization whenever business organization have ability to utilize the funds. So utilization of funds refers proper allocations of funds for different purposes. Once organization properly allocate the funds for different purposes, as a result of that, men may be utilizing properly, machine may be utilizing properly, material may be utilizing properly, and even the whatever resources actually the organization having, that is also possible to utilize by the organization effectively. As a result of that, the organization is able to rationalize the financial cost. Once organization rationalize the financial cost, that is helping the organization to make the profit to earn the handsome rate of return on investment. And next important the functions of international financial management is credit management. And the credit management also very uh, essential as far as any business activities are concerned, because the organization depends on I mean, organization is depends on customer. Sometimes organization required to sell their goods and services on credit basis. Whatever uh, the whatever goods and services sell by the organization on credit basis, that should be get back within the stipulated time. Then only that is correct. Otherwise, the organization not able to remain as an healthy organization in particular line of business. Therefore, credit management is the process of granting credit and recovering the same when it is due. Otherwise, the organization not able to uh, make the profit. Whatever the sales made by the organization, on a credit basis, that should be a get back within the stipulated time. And there are many right things emerged as a result of appropriate credit management, like controlling bad debt exposure and expenses, maintaining a strong cash flow through efficient collection, and monitoring the accounts receivable. These are the some important good outcome as a result of the credit management. So credit management is essential as far as to get the that dues from the customer within stipulated time. Therefore, the International Financial Management Authority should perform this function rationally and properly and effectively. The outcomes are rationalization of the financial activities in organization. And next important, the function is risk management. I think all of you very well aware, and I think even I think the risk management is part and partial of any economic activities. Without a risk, there is no business. Where economic activities are there, there is a risk, and where business activities are there, the risk is part and partial of that. So, in order to remain as a healthy organization in particular field, the organization should take proper care towards risk management. There are different types of risk, maybe unseen risk or maybe a seen risk, or maybe risk arise because of what? Because of improper utilizations of money, that material, man, machine, matter, and other resources. And sometimes risk arise because of what? Because of changing in economic policies or changing in changing of political conditions of particular country, or maybe due to economic conditions of country, as well as maybe suppose whenever we want to export goods and services, no, suppose money value will come down against other country currency. So this is also leads to risk, whatever it is. The risk management is essential. Once organization having risk management, from which the organization is able to control the risk and minimize the risk. This may be rationalize the organizational financial affairs activities. I mean, it minimizes the loss and maximizes the profit, like that. Whatever it is, risk implies uncertainty or future uncertainty. And risk includes the possibility of losing some or all of all of an original investment. Risk is defined in a financial term as the chance that an outcome or investment actually gains will differ from an expected outcome or return is known as investment. I think all of you might be aware what is investment. I mean, it is risk management. Or once again, I want to say risk is nothing but what? It is a uncertainty or future uncertainty, because generally we are investing money used in fixed asset or long-term asset or short-term asset. But suppose we are not utilizing that money properly because of improper I mean because of lack of technology, lack of ability of the manpower, and unfavorable policies of the government. As a result of this, sometimes organization fail to earn handsome rate of return on investment. That is maybe risk. Okay, whatever it is, the organization once have appropriate risk management, through which definitely the organization able to manage the business effectively and properly. And what is risk management? So it is a systematic process of identifying, assessing, and controlling threats relating to profit and capital, is it to be called as risk management. So risk management, nothing but what? It is a systematic process of identifying, assessing, and controlling the threats relating to capital and earning is known as risk management. In other words, risk arises because of, generally, the risk management is required to manage the risk. The risks are arising because of many reasons. Already I said, maybe improper utilizations of finance and lack of strategic management. Strategic management errors, accident and natural disasters, and many other unseen things are taking place in business organization. As a result of that, the risk emerge or risk arise in business. Whatever it is, there are many ways in international business or domestic business to manage the risk, especially in international business are concerned. Different the uh, ways are there, like hedging techniques, like forward contract, future contract, and arbitrage operations, shop agreement, and options. And in addition to this, no, there are many other uh, that techniques, maybe internal hedging or maybe internal hedging, different hedging techniques are there. That hedging techniques helps organization to minimize the exchange risk or exchange loss. So the organization is required to ensure appropriate risk management. From that, organization able to maximize the wealth of the organization. And next is dividend decision. I think all of you very well aware the business is uh, have different obligation. Since owner invested money, they are expecting high rate of return on investment. The organization should ensure adequate rate of return on investment or appropriate rate of dividend to the owners. So dividend nothing but what it is a reward or cash or otherwise that a company gives to its shareholders. That is called as dividend. Dividend is usually a part of the profit that company says. A dividend is usually a part of the profit that the company issues, gives to the owner of the organization is known as dividend. Generally, the dividend is declaring by the organization out of profit. Dividend can be issued in various forms, such as cash payment, stock, or any other form. Uh, Decided by the organization whether dividend is should be distributed or not. Dividend decision, while taking dividend decision, different the factors should be considered by the business organization. So whatever dividend the given by the organization, that has own impact on the financial strength of the organization. Of course, owner are investing money, they are expecting high rate of return on investment, and in order to create more demand about the company and expecting more that the investment from the public, no, the declarations of dividend is very essential. But simply declaring high rate of dividend and suppose organization not keep any money for carry out different activities, that is not helping the organization to meet the unseen obligations. Therefore, appropriate dividend decisions are very essential by keeping in mind the interest of the owners, by keeping in mind the interest of the organization. Suppose organization take the decision relating to dividend, definitely that dividend, that decision are called as appropriate decision now. So that organization, financial, international financial management authority should take right dividend decision. As a result of this, it may be helping meet the requirement of the owner and same time meeting the requirement of the organization. And next is liquidation management or liquidation decision. I mean, liquidation management. So organization required to ensure to meet the statutory obligations of the organization. As you know very well, the organization has to be that discharges obligation within or immediately. In order to discharge obligation immediately, for that the organization is required to invest money in liquid assets. Once organization have money in liquid asset through which the organization is able to meet the obligation immediately or without fail, that is improving the that name and fame in the mind of the ultimate users. Therefore, liquidity management, nothing but what the organization should invest money in liquid assets like cash or marketable securities. So, whenever the appropriate money to be invested by organization, our organization keep the money in the form of cash and invested in the marketable security, definitely that helping the organization to discharge their obligations. And effective management of current asset is essential to ensure liquidity management, and lack of liquidity in extreme situation can lead to the firm insolvency, and conflicts exist between profitability and liquidity while managing their current assets. So from this, it is very clear that the organization should ensure liquidity management because the organization required to discharge, organization required to meet their obligation immediately to some obligations are there, no, that obligations should be discharged immediately by the organization. Whenever the obligation arises, immediately that should be discharged. So that is, in order to do that, the organization is required appropriate investment in liquid asset. So this is very essential. Whatever business you take, different type of obligations are there. Among different obligation, one of the most important obligation is uh, current obligation. Day-to-day obligations. So in order to meet day-to-day obligations, the organization should invest money appropriately in liquid assets. Once organization have appropriate investment in liquid asset, as a result of that, organization is able to discharge their obligation properly. Next is working capital management. Working capital management also part and parcel of international financial management function, since the working capital is required to organization to attain the day-to-day obligation. Already I said liquidity also essential in order to meet the certain obligations like immediate obligations. Working capital management is essential in international business or domestic business, since business have many obligations. Among different obligations, certain obligations should be immediately met by the organization. Whatever it is, working capital, nothing but what investment in current assets is known as working capital. Current assets minus current liability is said to be called as working capital. So what is current asset? Current asset is nothing but what? It is asset that can be converted into cash within accounting period is said to be called as current asset. Current liability, nothing but what? It is a liability that should be payable by the organization within 1 year or within short period. That is called as current liability. But current assets that can be generally, the different current assets like cash also current asset, bills receivable also current asset, and even some other assets like maybe immediately convertible assets are called as into cash, immediately convertible. Uh, Suppose organization have ability to convert assets into cash immediately, that assets also called as the current assets. The working capital management is very essential, especially international business are concerned. Even it is required for domestic business organization, because the domestic business organization also are required to discharge their obligation properly when that obligations are arise. Like that, in case of international business also, the many that day-to-day obligation required to perform by business organization. For that, the organization should prepare, and for that, organization should ensure appropriate money in current assets, which are able to discharge their obligation. I mean, what I'm going to tell here, the whatever amount to be invested by the organization in working capital, that should be optimum. Excess investment in working capital, that is also not advisable. Inadequate investment also not advisable, because excess investment leads improve the financial excess investment leads to increase the financial cost, and inadequate investment leads to uh, the organization failed to discharge their obligation properly. So this leads to it is not helping the organization to meet the customer requirement. And as far as managing working capital in international business, so different ways are there. Netting system is there. I mean, bilateral netting, multilateral netting. So I will discuss detail while discussing this chapter. I think you have opportunity to study detail about working capital management. But here I don't want to discuss detail. But the working capital management is one of the most important function of international financial management, because the working capital is required to business operation to meet the day-to-day obligation. While investing money in current assets, the organization should take the proper precautions. Excess investment leads to increase the finance cost. Inadequate investment leads to failure to meet the obligations of organization towards the customer. Therefore, the appropriate working capital management plays a vital role in order to maximize the profit of the organization. And next, some other functions the international finance management required to perform, like financial and management accounting, and tax analysis and planning, and performance evaluation and control, reporting function also required to perform by the international financial management. Management accounting function also part of international financial management. I think all of you might be aware the business now should manage many things. Business has to take many decisions. For that, the organization require management accounting. So management accounting helps organization to take appropriate decision relating to particular activities, because the financial and management accounting, because management accounting provide required information to financial management authority, through which the financial management authority able to take exact decision where to and how much should be invest, and where should we invest, and what are the ways are there to manage fixed asset, current assets, and customers. Okay, like that. These are the things we come to know from the. These are the things emerge because of what? Because of management accounting practices in organization. Of course, it is part of international financial management. Tax analysis and planning. I think all of you might be aware. Whatever profit to be earned by the organization, and that the organization to pay the tax. But the once appropriate tax analysis and tax planning to be taken place in organization, from that organization is able to rationalize the tax. Once organization minimizes the tax or rationalize the tax, through which the organization is able to improve the maximize the profit or earn the profit These are some important outcome and performance evaluation and control. This is also whatever investment made by the organization that should be evaluated properly and control the same, whether the organization earned the profit or not, earned, how much earned, and why organization failed to earn the profit, like that. And reporting function. So reporting nothing but whatever the organization did, properly report that, because report is helping the organization to know where organization is strong, where organization is weak, and what organization actually required to do as far as to improve the organizational performance. And next is scope of international financial management. Already I explained many things in detail. I don't want to again explain the same thing, because what are the areas? Scope nothing but what are the areas actually the fall under the international financial management. There are different areas are there, like it deals with foreign exchange market and exchange rate determination, and multinational corporation investment decisions. International working capital management also part and parcel of international financial management, financing decisions, exchange rate risk and management, international accounting. Okay, these are the things already I have discussed while discussing the functions of international financial management. And also I have discussed these things while discussing introductory uh, that aspects, I mean introductory part of international financial management. But again, I will discuss in next module what is foreign exchange market, and what are the participants in foreign exchange market, and how the foreign exchange market is helping the international business community to make the profit. Okay, the scope. Okay, many areas fall under international financial management. Okay, these are some important areas which are part and parcel of international financial management. And before concluding today's lecture, I want to say a little bit about similarity, or what are the difference between domestic financial management and international financial management. So far as we have discussed many things from many things uh, relating to international financial management. Sometimes it create confusion. International financial management is like domestic financial management, or the whatever domestic financial management is undertaking, same the activities are undertaking or not. So from this discussion, it is very clear to us whether domestic financial management is differ from international financial management, or international financial management is differ from financial management. Uh, First, I want to say similarity between domestic and international financial management. Greater extent, it is similar to domestic financial management. I mean, the whatever the I mean the whatever literature. I mean whatever the financial literature we have as far as to take the financial decisions are concerned. Same here we have to consider and take the decision. I mean, what objective actually having as far as to take the financial decisions are concerned. Same also should be taken into account in domestic as well as international financial management. Therefore, greater extent it is similar to domestic financial management, and not much difference between domestic financial management or international financial management. And investments should be made when NPV is positive. This is also maybe, applicable both in case of in domestic investment, we are considering the investment. We are investing money when NPV is positive. In case of international financial decisions also, we are investing money when NPV is positive, and minimizes the overall cost of capital. This is the financial management argue that whenever organization minimizes the cost of capital, from which the organization is able to take the profit. Same beliefs are same the rule applicable to the domestic financial management and international financial management. And there is no much difference between international financial management and domestic financial management. But in case of international financial management, no, required to consider many other aspects since international business deals with different countries. Different countries have different business environment. Different countries have different laws, different regulations, different accounting system, and different even political condition. Okay, these are the things makes the difference between or makes the organization should be more cautious as far as to invest the money are the concern. So, what are the difference between international financial management and domestic financial management? MNC required to operate in different environment like political, economic, legal, and tax environment, competitive and cultural environment. Whereas domestic organization only working within the domestic country, that country having own environment as far as political condition are concerned, economic condition are concerned, even tax pattern are concerned. So this is the difference. And IMF deals with a large number of currencies, whereas domestic financial management deals with only one currencies. And it deals with the foreign exchange market, but domestic financial management now deals with foreign exchange market, whereas international financial management deals with foreign exchange market. Whatever the movement of goods or whatever export or import taking place in business now, that should be only that materialize through the foreign exchange market. Otherwise, without foreign exchange market, there is no chance to import or there is no chance to export. Therefore, it deals with the foreign exchange market and different monetary system. International financial management required work under different monetary system. I mean, every country having own the setup as far as financial aspects are concerned. And these are some important things I have discussed today. Before going to conclude, once again, I want to say just, I mean, what we have discussed so far as today we have discussed the functions of international financial management. International financial management required to perform various functions like acquisitions of fund, investment of fund, and utilizations of fund, financing decision, credit management, and working capital management, and even liquidity management, and many other functions required to perform. And suppose organization not having rationality as far as to perform these functions are concerned, the organization not able to earn handsome rate of return on investment, ultimately the organization failing to do their job properly. These words I conclude my lecture. Thank you.